In this video, we're going to go over the communicate questions on page 142. Question number 1. In small groups, become safety inspectors for your school. Look around the different parts of the school, the classrooms, the gym, the playground. Write down the ways that your school is using electricity safely and how your school may be using it dangerously. Make a list of the recommendations for what should be changed. Now, for the most part, our school was set up safely when it comes to electricity. Now, we do have some issues in the school that I hope you identified. Now, one of the big ones we have is downstairs in our gym. We have those very lights brackets over top the lights to protect the lights, but many times before you've seen how a ball can knock those down. So there's a potential electrical hazard. One of the most common ones in every school is the plug-ins. Quite often people will create an octopus plug where they have multiple cords plugged in to one outlet. Quite often the cords will also be tripping hazards. So they'll be laying on the floor. People can catch their feet on them, trip on them, and actually rip wires out, causing an electrical danger. Some things that you might not have thought of, actually our playground is an electrical hazard because it is a tall structure in an open area. If there's lightning, that playground should be evacuated and people should go inside. You have to remember that humans are electrical conductors, and any metal that's on different apparatuses will attract electricity. Okay, question number 2. Even though everyone should be aware of how to use electricity safely, different people may need to remember different tips. Which one tip do you think is the most important for the following people to remember? Explain the reasoning behind your choice. Now, for a lot of these examples, there could be different things that you came up with. So some quick ones for parents. One thing they should remember is to keep plug-in covers on all outlets when they have young children in the home. Quite often children will stick things into outlets. For a farmer, overhead power lines are a great danger, or underground power lines. So always use the old expression, dial before you dig. Phone the safety group to come mark underground lines and watch for overhead power lines. A firefighter. Firefighters have to be aware of electricity at all times. Water is a good conductor of electricity, and if they are to spray their water on a power line, it actually can transfer the electricity through the stream of the fire hose. A teacher, one thing I would definitely recommend to a teacher is to avoid creating octopus plugs in the classroom. Make sure you only have one item plugged into one socket. I know that's a commonly broken rule. Also, unplugging stuff when not in use. A good example of that is a glue gun. An office manager, what they should do is to make sure they aren't overloading their electrical network. Quite often in older buildings, they weren't designed for the computers, the photocopiers, all the electronics that are in a building. They have to make sure that their electrical system can handle the load. And for a student, you have to be aware of electricity at all times. Different circuits, batteries, outlets, different dangers, power lines. So you guys should be familiar with the dangers that all those other people we mentioned have to deal with every day.